Hello, Chef William here again. Today we are making a stuffed squash. That's a Lebanese recipe and it is very, very delicious. The first thing I will have to show you here is for the hamburger meat. This is half a pound hamburger meat. You have a half a cup of rice, one small tomato chopped, half a teaspoon seven spices, and if you don't have seven spices you can use black pepper, half a teaspoon of salt. I'm using Himalayan salt, and that's really up to the individual whether you like it salty or not. Also we have tomato paste. Tomato paste you can add while when you start to boil the squash. So the first thing I would like to show you is that we have to mix the hamburger meat here. We have to add the rice. We have to add the chopped tomatoes. And this is the half a teaspoon seven spices. Half a teaspoon Himalayan salt. Now all what we have to do now is just to mix that together. You can use a spoon or you can use your own hand. And once the stuff mixed very carefully and very nicely, you will have a stuffed squash filling. Okay, so this is pretty much the way it's gonna look here. Okay, and then after this is mixed very well, all of that stuff thing here are gonna go in this machine. We're gonna put in the machine here, and then we're gonna put it inside the squash. The second thing I wanna show you is how you core a squash. So these are squash that are washed and ready to be prepared. The first thing you do is you cut the top from the squash, and then you cut the bottom. Now this is the corer that I use. You can buy it from a Middle Eastern store. If you don't have the corer, you can use a peeler. Peeler will work the same way too. So you can see it will work. It will take the seeds. But I like to use this one. It's so easy to use because I'm used to it. All what we have to do is take the seeds out, and pretty much very, very fast. So once the seeds are out, then we can stuff the squash. All right, so what we have done so far, we cored all the squash here. The mixture is inside this machine right now. I'm going to fill up all the cored squash with the mixture. So this is how it is done. It's an easy, very easy way to do. All what we have to do is put the squash and try to squeeze it in. So you can see that the mixture is going in to the top. We go to the next one, and the next one is also full, and we keep doing this till all the squash has been filled with the mixture. All right, so you can see now that all 8 squash have been stuffed to the top with the mixture, and the only thing left is to put the squash in the pot and fill it with water just barely to cover the squash, and put it on the stove. So let me show you. I'm gonna put those in the pot right now, and I'm gonna arrange them in a way that they can all fit here. And after that, I'm gonna put some water just to barely cover the squash. Okay, everything is in the pot right now, and we have water barely to the top of the squash. what we do now is we put the tomato paste. We don't have to put the whole can, but it's up to you. For this much squash, I'm gonna be using only half, the 6-ounce can. So I'm gonna put maybe only 3 ounces of paste. And after that, I'm gonna put it on the fire, and you can only just time it about from 50 minutes to 1 hour, and bring it to a boil very fast, and then make it simmer for at least 50 minutes. After that, I'm gonna show you the very end result when the squash is cooked. All right, this is the end product here. You have squash ready to eat. You can eat it with some sour cream, or you can eat it without. It depends on your taste. Also, you know, if you need additional salt, you can add to it. Depends on your taste. All right, guys, take care, and we will see you again. Bye.